Right, so we're just about to start the race, and I've managed to get first in qualifying, which is surprising considering this is one of the first times I've raced at this McLaren 650s GT3. The only thing that I have adjusted is I'm on the soft tyres rather than the mediums, which I would probably normally use. I'm hoping to do alright in this race, but you never know with the starts around Monza. But I'm at the front, so if I can get into that first chicane, hopefully I'm not going to get completely and utterly poleaxed, and hopefully we can have a good race, because I've had a decent race around here in the Audi R8. Let's see if we can do that. But I do like this car. It just needs a bit of a better setup on it, and hopefully I can really nail it down some times. So here we go, guys, with the race. I hope you enjoy it, and hopefully it's a good one. So here we go, and that's not a bad start. So we managed to start okay. Just keep an eye on that Lamborghini Huracan, that it doesn't totally wipe me out in this first chicane. Right, slow it down, get into the chicane, hopefully nice and clean. Oh god, just caught the curb there slightly, and off we go. Oh god, bloody hell, where did that car come from? Almost smashed straight into that Porsche there, but managed to get away with it with a little bit of damage to the front of the car, but hopefully that won't hinder us, and we've managed to get away. Now we're just going to settle down, hopefully get a couple of laps in and just start putting some times in. But like I said, we're on the super soft tyres. They don't always wear as well, but I didn't feel when I put the mediums on this car, it didn't feel okay, but I think that might just be down to settings. That's something we have to come back and have a look at. But this car does feel very, very good. I do like the McLaren, so hopefully this could be a car that I race a lot more around some other circuits. So we've managed to get away. Hopefully we will win this race, but you don't know in these 10 laps. I'm bound to make a few errors here and there, but we will see. So let's just try and get a couple of laps underneath our belts and start pushing through some nice, decent, consistent times in. So I was hitting about 153, 152. I think I could do a lot faster. I reckon I could get sub 150 in this car with a setup, but hopefully over the next couple of weeks I will just try and get that done. Right, so let's just try and slow into this corner, try and be okay. Still doesn't handle very well. I haven't, like I said, I've got it on the standard settings, so I didn't really have a look at the downforce. But I probably, once I've got the setup, I will get it to either down to 0-0, or sometimes I go with 1-1, but we will definitely have a look at that. So that's the first lap out the way, and we're still doing okay. But we have, looking at the track map, there is someone coming up behind. I'm not sure which car that is, so let's see if we can just try and just keep that gap about the same and try not to make any mistakes, and hopefully we can have a good race. I do like the GT3s on Assetto Corsa. I do like racing on them on project cars, but they do have a much better feel on the Assetto Corsa, and that's why I started doing some online racing, because like I said in my last video, I only started racing on Assetto Corsa just over a week ago. Because of all the bad reviews it had, there wasn't actually that many people online, and it did put me off. So yeah, so now we're going to have this update coming soon, and we can do like private sessions. I'm looking forward to racing a lot of people online, so if you want to join me, don't forget to let me know in the comments, and send me a request, and hopefully we can meet on the track. Right, we're starting to settle down a little bit better now, and hopefully we can still maintain that gap. Let's just try and get a nice turn into here, keep it nice and smooth. But this car does have a bit of rear end slide around the turns. That's something I'm going to have to, like I said, play with the settings. It's not as smooth as the R8, but it just feels better performance-wise. It feels quicker acceleration. I think the top end's slightly better, and that's why I wanted to give it a go. I mean, the other car that I wanted to have a look at is the Ferrari GT3, because I struggle against that online. Right, so we're coming towards the end of the second lap, and this hasn't been too bad, which is good. Right, so that's the end of the 7th lap, and we're starting to be really consistent with our times, but I haven't really hit the sort of times I did in qualifying. quite a lot slower actually, almost a couple of seconds, but I've been nice and consistent, which is good in these 10 lap races. But there is a car starting to gain on me. It has over the last couple of laps, and it'd be interesting to know if that's on the medium tyres, because I always find in the last stages of races, that's when the medium tyres start to come into play. So I'm going to have to just slightly pick up the pace and get those times down, because I think that car behind me is going to start gaining into the last couple of laps, and I don't want to have another nightmare like I did in the last race. If you watched my video in the R8, if you remember what happened, because that was really annoying. So let's start putting in a little bit faster lap times in until the end of the race, but just be aware that these tyres will start wearing in the last couple of laps, and I might make a mistake as well. So I'm just going to have to keep it nice and smooth. But yes, that car's definitely gaining on me. Looking at the track map, is definitely gaining. I don't normally use the track map, but it's good to use it on this game, because you do get a lot of people that don't quit out even if they're not actually racing, and it's good to keep an eye on that to make sure. I know you get like the yellow flag when people crash, but it's nice to know what's coming up, so you don't, well, you can just be aware of it, so you don't have those annoying occasions where you come around and you crash into someone that's not even in the race. But yes, this is going to be the fastest lap of the race if we can just hold it around this corner. You've got to be careful on the curbs in this car. If you touch any curbs on this in this McLaren, you find that the front end does slide quite a lot. So again, that could be just down to the settings. So that's our fastest lap of the race. We've got it down to the 152s. It's still not as quick as our qualifying time, but I'm happy with that. That's still keeping the other car at bay, and we've got 2 laps to go. Let's see if we can keep it nice and smooth and carry on just putting in those times if we can get through there. Feeling a little bit of less grip, and I think that's a Ferrari behind us, and they are super quick. Like I said at the start of the race, I definitely want to try one of them out, because they're really hard to beat. And if you watch my, like I said, my last race, it was one that almost put me in the gravel, and I almost lost the race because of it. So let's see if we can get a nice line from here, slow it down, get nice and smooth, and it's getting closer and closer. So he's definitely got to be on the medium tyres, because the last 4 laps he is eating away. I had what, about 7 or 8 second lead, so he's definitely on it, and we've got to be careful now, because he's going to start gaining on these straights even more going into the final lap, and I don't want to have another occasion where I've led the race right from the beginning and on the last lap I get poleaxed. So let's see if we can keep it nice and smooth, and this has been a good experience in this car online, and I'll definitely be doing some more races in this car, hopefully on some of the other tracks, because I think this is a good all-rounder. It feels like it is, considering I haven't got a setup on this. It does feel very good. And look at this, Ferrari is starting to get in my slipstream. This is where it's going to get really tough. So we're going to have to be really good into this turn. Please don't smash into me. No, he backed off. That's good. That's where I got smacked out in the last race. But it looks like he might have the speed on the straight. He's probably going to take me. He's going to get my slipstream. So I'm going to just try and take a different line, and hopefully it won't won't go down the inside, because it's harder to go into that chicane from there. But no, he's going for it. He's going to go for it. He's going to get past me before the chicane. Oh, he's gone for it. He's gone past. Is he going to be able to slow it down? Oh, no, he isn't. And we managed to get through there. Please don't come around and smack into me. And that's really mucked him up. I'm not sure whether he got a penalty for that. But now we're on the last lap. We've got to make sure we don't make any mistakes now, because he is really on it. He got the fastest lap in that last. He definitely got the last lap was his fastest. So he's definitely running slightly quicker than me. So I'm going to have to be careful. God, that was a little bit tight through there. Just turned into a little bit too soon. I'm starting to make a few errors here, as I'm really trying not to lose pace. I've got to keep him at bay. We've got a little bit of gap there, but it's not going to be a lot going into that straight before the last turn. We've got to have a little bit more distance, and again we've gone onto the curb there, and we haven't got far to go. Am I going to lose it right at the end? Oh, this would be such a shame. This is the first race I've actually led from the front, and controlled it, and if I lose it now that would be a real shame and just ruin what has been a pretty good race in this McLaren. Right, let's just try and hold the speed through there, don't make any mistakes, the wheels are screeching like anything, and the yellow flags there. Is there someone on the track? See what I mean? You get people staying on the track even though they're not racing. I don't get why people do that. That's really, really stupid. Right, a last turn, and I should be able to get this now. Slow it down. Oh no, he's got into the side of me. Oh, what an idiot. But I'm sliding around the corner, but I just managed to get the drive. Oh my God, I was absolutely drifting on that last turn, but I just managed to get the grip, and it looks like I'm going to take the victory. But there you go, he tried it, but I managed to finish and get the victory, and that was a brilliant experience in that McLaren, and we managed to get another victory online. I hope you enjoyed this race, guys. Please give it a big thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you on the track very, very soon. See you later, guys.